So I love watching just dumb shit on television. The two things I'm watching currently is Hunt for a Killer Sasquatch and The Secrets of Skinwalker Ranch. The Secrets of Skinwalker Ranch is really cool because it has to do with the Skinwalker Ranch out in Utah, where a whole bunch of weird shit went on. I think in the 80s and 90s, they had like Bigelow Aerospace and a whole bunch of government spooks go out there and like investigate it. Well, now it's being investigated by scientists. They do all these cool tests and just weird shit happens, unexplained shit. But I'll talk more about that later. But the one I'm talking about is Hunt for the Killer Sasquatch. So they have these cool characters that I think are real people, because you never know with this bullshit, okay? Sometimes they make shit up. Sometimes they play it up for TV. And I can kind of sense that about Hunt for the Killer Sasquatch. But they bring out a demonologist, I shit you not, a demonologist and a medium. Demonologist, okay, there's, I believe that there could be demonic possession out there and demonic energies and stuff like that. But usually with mediums, that's where I kind of get suspicious, because medium talking with the dead, spiritualism, shit like that, I kind of call bullshit. But here's a clip. Just watch this.
The people here, because it's messing with its energy source. Building, cutting down trees, living off the land.
Because, people building shelters and living off the land, surviving in like sub-zero freezing weather, how fucking dare them? That's how I know this, like, pardon my name calling it, this is how I know this bitch is from some metropolitan area where she has shit shipped to her, goes to a fucking Starbucks every morning. But these guys had to like build a hut, and they're openly surviving out in like godforsaken, like tundra, cold hellscape in Alaska and Port Lock. And this is like the good time weather, mind you. But oh, how dare they feeding off his energy source.
This is his land. A small town below, trying to thrive, would put pressure on this thing and could act out to hurt people.
And it's like, okay, they're hunting for the Sasquatch. This is some kind of fucking demonic entity that can possess and teleport through trees. But this is them trying to, like, I get for TV, they have to make it seem like scarier than it is. And I get that, but there's just something about this medium that just and then the funny thing about this is she gets sick, and then her and the demonologist get in a helicopter that flew their asses out here, and then they fly out and fuck off. Usually mediums, I used to think like mediums used to be like the most caring people, for the sanctity of life. But no, she doesn't give a fuck about these guys out there in Port Lock. They get in a helicopter, a Bell helicopter, just right off. But I just, like, where did this self-righteous, like, and eco bullshit come from this medium? And it's like, and that's how I instinctively know that this woman is obviously from a metropolitan area. You can't explain that, because even a common person like myself, I've been camping a few times, and like even me, I'd be like, let's see, in a region where you can actually literally freeze to death, there's fucking grizzly bears and wolves. Oh, well, of course you're going to build shelter, numbnuts, and keep those creatures from quite literally murdering you in your sleep or freezing to death. This didn't like factor in at all. She just, comes off of this like leaving out the land. Oh, the town below in Port Lock was trying to succeed. Well, fuck me for humans trying to succeed and live and carve out their own piece of the empire in a like godforsaken wilderness, lady. Holy cranky. And let's be thankful that there's people in her ancestry and our ancestry that had the balls to try that. But it's just little things like that about this show that irritates the piss out of me. They also have this guy who's a descendant from Port Lock, and he's always going on and on about like pseudo superstitious horse shit. But the one cool guys they had, I hope to bring him back. I kind of forgot his name already, but this guy was prepared. He had like a 6.5 Creedmoor bolt action rifle, or maybe it was a 30-06, or it was a considerable hunting rifle. He brought a 5.56 AR-15. He had a 45, and this guy was probably a hunter and like conservationist and survivalist, and they had him there, and he was helping them out and stuff, which was the coolest character of the show, but he had to leave because of family emergency. So the show owners and producers thought to replace this guy for one day with a demonologist and a medium. And how these people get this job, I mean, look, like, I don't know. Wandering out and fucking around in the wilderness in Alaska with guns sounds like fun to me, even if there is a rumored Sasquatch like hunting your ass. I don't know, maybe I'm fucking crazy, but that sounds like a blast to me. Sign me up, coach. But yeah, I get that for the sake of the show, they have to like, you know, put a whole bunch of shit in there to make it scarier than it is, because I think in all reality, let's be frank, I don't think there's a fucking Sasquatch up there. I think it's just some big ass bear fucking with these guys. That's what I think it is. But who knows? Maybe there is a Sasquatch. Maybe there is a energy sapping, vampiric energy like Sasquatch that teleports through trees. Who knows? Or maybe it is some kind of demonic entity, but I don't know. Hunt for the Killer Sasquatch is still a good watch, even though they got pseudo-scientific, pseudo-spiritualistic shit going on. It is a fun watch, because I do like seeing grown-ass men being terrified by fictional horseshit that doesn't exist. And this is coming from someone who's like deeply religious. I mean, but then again, it is entertaining, you know, when they crank up the spooky music and they're, oh, what was that? Oh, did you hear that? Something's wandering around the tent. And a place, you know, where there's bears, probably polar bears, wolves, and other creatures, you know, a little bit of common sense, guys. But of course, it's fun to give in and like pretend, oh, it's a Sasquatch creeping around the tent, you know, and all that. But anyways, I just wanted to cover that and rant about it. See you guys next time.